All right, and next we have Taurus rising and sun. So for you guys, this full moon in Sagittarius happening on May 23rd is in your eighth house. And yeah, I feel like this is an interesting one, especially for you guys, because you are ruled by Venus, and Venus is really prominent in this at this time because it's at 29 degrees of Taurus, which is the last degree of this sign, which is a big deal. If you haven't watched my overview, check that out to know what I'm talking about. It's also sitting right next to Jupiter at 29 degrees of Taurus, and Jupiter is the planet in charge of this entire full moon. So it's kind of like the director. And so, in many ways, I feel like this is going to be a more impactful full moon for you guys because of this very potent energy of Venus and Jupiter together at the last degree of Taurus. And Taurus is, of course, your sign as well. And so it's in your first house if you are using your ascendant. So what does all this mean? So basically, I feel like there's something in your life that you guys are being challenged to put down roots in. I think that you guys are, Taurus is all about things that maintain or sustain and for the long term. And when a planet is at 29 degrees, it's really being challenged with the energy of that sign. So there's something in your life that I feel like you've just kind of continuously walked away from or started a new leaf or kept like restarting. It's almost like if you, for example, like start a budget and then you like restart the budget, then you restart the budget and you're using different apps and you're not committing to one specific budget and one specific app for a long period of time in order to master it. I really feel with this Eight of Cups and Ace of Wands in reverse, there's an energy of you guys consistently walking away when you're in the middle of something or scattering your energy by taking on too many things. So there's there's basically like a difficulty with focus in one particular area of your life. This could be health, this could be money, this could be your relationships, this could be your place of living, your work. It could be anything. But generally, I feel like there's some kind of energy here where you're not fully committed, even though it's something that you keep saying that you want. And this moon, I really feel like plays off of the last one. So if you haven't watched a Taurus New Moon, I would definitely check that out. It's basically all about us manifesting something we want. But this full moon is helping us see what is not in alignment with us getting what we want. And with this being a full moon in Sagittarius, it is really centered around mismatched belief systems and perspectives that are preventing us from moving forward. With Sagittarius being in your eighth house or where this moon is, it's really drawing up how there can be kind of belief systems that I feel, or like even actions really, that I feel are actually based quite a bit out of fear and difficult past experiences. So let's say, for example, you grew up with a family that was very stable to the point where it kind of like choked you. Maybe it was like too stable. Maybe it was too consistent that you felt like there wasn't room for change. There wasn't room for newness or growth. And that's something that you really needed. And so then as you get older, you're constantly moving around. You're constantly doing new things that, again, create like instability in your life because it's that change that you always needed as a child. So it's almost like you're seeking change because of the fear that you have developed or the belief that you've developed around, consistency equals stagnation or being stuck or being, rigid in some kind of way or cooped up in some kind of way. And so I think it's important to look at your beliefs around following through, mastering, being consistent, putting down roots into something that's important for you. Because I think that there are some fears around it that you're going to have to uncover at this full moon, because I feel like you guys really want something, but you're not connecting the dots that your current behavior of jumping around or not staying in one lane is actually going to lead you to never getting that result that you're wanting. And so I think that ultimately this full moon is really about becoming aware of that for yourself. Another thing that I see with this Empress in reverse and the Ace of Cups clarifying it, I think some of you guys might be emotionally attached to a new relationship or something else that's soothing to you. With this Empress card, it's like dependency on something, dependency on comfort. And it's crazy because I just watched this video talking about aging is the aggressive, let me just read it, pursuit of comfort. So there's something here where it's like, when you're just trying to seek the thing that is comfortable, even if comfort for you is actually stimulation or things that aren't traditionally accepted as comfort. But for you, it could be that you're constantly seeking volatile relationships, and that's comforting to you in the sense that it's familiar, and you keep going back to it. It's your kind of safe zone because that's what you're used to. And so there's something in your life that could be a relationship for some of you, but for others of you, it's going to be some extension of comfort that you guys have been dependent on, that you're going to have to be willing to release or challenge at the time of this full moon in order for you to actually get what you're looking for. So first of all, it's asking yourself, why am I not developing mastery? What is my beliefs associated with this process and this journey? There are no shortcuts. And if you scatter your energy, you are not going to get there. And so that's, I think, a really strong message for some of you guys that you need to hear, is that you have to commit to a specific place and become a master, but through practice, through consistency. The other card that I got for you is Salvation in Reverse. And this card was talking about really having almost like a sense of entitlement around your manifestation. And that means that you're almost telling the universe, like, this is what I want and this is what I want it to look like. When in reality, how manifestation works is that things will come in different forms, but they will have the energetic fingerprint of what we want. And so there's something about this where it's important to remove our attachment, which is a very strong Taurus theme, to a rigid mindset of what we think things should look like, or any kind of, hubris, overconfidence, or entitlement around what you deserve, and not settling for anything less, not, not sacrificing for what you want, and only having this very fixed mindset around it. It has to look like this. And I'm not trying to say like settle for less in terms of, if you want one thing, you're getting something totally different, and then you just settle for it and be happy for it. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you may need to look at things differently in order to see that actually the thing being presented to you has an opportunity in it to get you exactly what you're looking for, or is what you're looking for, but it just comes in a different form, in a different package of some sort. And it's like being willing to look at that with different eyes to recognize the blessing right in front of you, instead of having this fixed mindset of, if it doesn't look like that, I'm totally discounting it and I'm moving on. So there's something important here that's really looking around at what is already blessed in your life. So I feel like those are the main messages. You do also have Mars and Chiron in the North Node in Aries in the 12th house. So I almost feel like a lot of what's changing is almost like your relationship with spirit, your relationship with manifestation, how you talk to God, how you view your blessings. I think that is really what's changing here, and kind of letting ego get out of the way, and not being attached to that ego in that process. I'm going to pull a card around, timing. If you have a specific question, is this right for me, or is this the right time for something? Go ahead and ask that now. And I'm just going to pull a card. Oh, it flew out. One second. Okay, it says compromise. Oh my God, that's exactly what we were talking about. There's something that I feel like you have been, again, overly rigid on what it should look like, what it should feel like, what it should be like. And this is saying that it's important to compromise, that there's actually something about the blessing that's right in front of you that's probably way better for you. And the universe wants you to compromise with it in order for you to get what you want. And I think it's helpful to maybe even look at your relationship with the idea of compromise, because if you are just viewing it as giving something up and not actually viewing what you get in return, then I think you're going to continue that fixed mindset. But if you're willing to look at what's worth compromising on, then I think this will benefit you. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Taurus. Before you hop off, I want to let you know I am offering a medical and a fertility astrology reading. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out down below. Don't forget to also subscribe to my email list for emails about astrology, these forecasts, additional information. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below, and share with your friends. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day.